Page 6 is reporting that the hypocritical duo, Harry and Meghan, have asked Carlisle for a free place to stay while they were in New York last week, and this hotel manager immediately said no. It's already well known that this hotel is the place where Princess Diana stayed when she would go to the US, and that is exactly why Meghan and Harry wanted to borrow the royal name and Harry's mother to ask the hotel for a free place to stay. But I'm glad the hotel managers know all about this couple, and so they didn't allow any dangerous developments to occur. A source is claiming the Carlisle is a first class hotel. They don't need or want publicity or entitled behavior, and they don't give discounts. You have to be able to afford to stay there. This source also said Harry's connection to Diana, a guest from over 25 years ago, no longer impresses or means anything to the Carlisle. If this was all true, I guess they wanted the suite Diana stayed in, asked that it be discounted on account of them being regulars, got rejected, and then moved on to a friend's house. The fact is, they would have to pay for Doria's room as well, even if she was not going to be staying in a suite. But I guess they can't put her in a cheap room either, because the media might be lurking around the corner. Oh, wait a minute, I forgot. You know that hotel is going to have great security to keep any media out. Now, it's not necessarily wrong for them to ask for a discount. The truth is, wealthy people do that constantly. But I also suspect the hotel would have offered some kind of discount anyway, but for whatever reason, they didn't deem it acceptable. The result of this was a difficult situation of being pursued relentlessly by the Paps for over 2 hours to hear Meghan and Harry tell it. Next time, Meghan and Harry, why don't you just get a hotel room? So when the Carlisle declined their demands for a free suite, probably due to their bad behavior during the 2021 visit, when they caused a big upset with their big fight, the California-based royal couple decided to stay at Gloria Steinem's apartment. You know, I feel like it was one of those situations where they were complaining about not having anywhere to stay, and so probably Gloria Steinem assumed they would never stay with her, so that's why she offered. And then I guess she was pretty horrified when they actually took her up on the offer. My goodness. And then that stupid award that Meghan got, the Women of Vision award that was presented to Meghan, was presented by Gloria Steinem. Supposedly, she's become a close friend of Meghan's, but I'm not convinced. This award kind of reeks of nepotism, though, as well as corruption and bribery. We know that Meghan paid for that award, and I think she's been exploiting poor Gloria, too. So the source also revealed that while the paparazzi were following Harry and Meghan, and what was claimed to be a relentless pursuit lasting over 2 hours, the couple was actually trying not to lead them to their pal's home. In what universe do they think they deserve everything for free? I can't believe he just demanded to get those photos. Like they were going to say, oh yeah, how can we send them to you? Do you want us to print them out and send them, or you want us to send the files? Just who does Harry think he is? You know, there's a little thing I like to say to my grandchildren when they come at me. I want this, I want that. I always tell them, I want doesn't get, sweetheart. Maybe somebody needs to tell that to Harry and Meghan. Clearly, Harry still does not understand that life outside the royal family is not the same as life inside the royal family. In the past, Harry never had to worry about accommodations or travel or food, electricity, heating, clothing, transportation. All of that was given to him. Well, Harry, welcome to the real world. Harry doesn't work for the royal family any longer. He's been separated from his home country, from his family. Meghan and Harry chose to leave the UK 3 years ago, and they said they wanted to be financially independent. Well, financially independent means that you have to pay your own way. You don't just get to go around asking for things for free all the time. And honestly, it's not like Harry is organizing his stuff these days. Either their PR people do it or they have staff to do it. The only problem is those things, like a whole fleet of SUVs and bodyguards, do not come cheap, and Harry has to pay the bills. His accountants are technically paying the bills, but still, he's got to give them the money to do so. Harry doesn't have any idea what these little trips cost. He never had to worry about it. And Meghan doesn't care because it's not her money, and by the time Harry realizes she has spent all of his inheritance money, Meghan's going to be gone. I think that response from Backrid was absolutely perfect. We need a few more corporations like them telling Harry not to go around flashing that royalty badge because nobody cares in the US. Even if Meghan still uses her title, it's lost on her. Catherine was not born royal, but she is what an HRH is really supposed to be. See, it's internal. Meghan is way too much of a narcissist to be on any team, and that's basically what the royal family is. Meghan just hangs on to that title because she believes that it makes her famous and that it makes her relevant. Now, people in the US respect titles from all over the world, but that doesn't mean that we believe she is anything other than what she really is. She's Meghan Markle, a mattress actress who married a prince. Her title doesn't mean a thing to us. Well, I said respect, but I guess actually we don't respect Meghan because why would we? I wish that the king or parliament would take that title away and then maybe Meghan would finally fade away. Meghan truly is a legend in her own mind, though, isn't she? She feels she deserves whatever she wants because Prince Harry was dumb enough to marry her. And dollars to donuts, they have some sketchy accountant working for them, and I'm sure a crooked lawyer too, who saw the two of them coming, and they are fleecing them for every penny they can. I suspect that Harry and Meghan may be headed for bankruptcy. It seems like they're spending a lot more than they're making. They're trying to live like real royals, but they're not. Regular, ordinary people could easily have lived a lifetime on the money they brought to the US. And you know what? If they really just wanted privacy, why didn't they live somewhere where they actually could have privacy? They could have bought a ranch somewhere out west. They could have bought a farm somewhere in the Midwest. They could have grown a little garden for themselves, worn normal clothes, driven an old truck, etc. Then I think they would have had the privacy they claim they want. But at this point, it has become so clear they never had any intention of leading private lives. If they really wanted to live more privately, they probably would have stayed in Canada. And as for their spending, well, I think they have gone through 2 lifetimes worth of money, and that's still not enough for them. Because they refuse to live like normal, ordinary people. They've got to fly around the whole world in private jets. Meghan has to buy herself all these awards, and they've got to wear the best designer clothing. The only way they have to make money is, of course, to trash Harry's family and try to throw them under the bus, but that's not going to work for much longer. That career is not going to be lucrative long term. And unfortunately for them, they have no other marketable talents or skills. And it's not like the real royals get free things either. In fact, everything they own is paid for by the crown purse for official duties or the whale's investment if it's private. They can't accept free items like clothes or bags or shoes or hotel rooms. Only free things would be gifts from the country when they go visit, and all of that is logged. Technically, it doesn't even belong to them, it belongs to the monarch. Some things, though, are exceptions. Maybe they get to keep something like a personalized jersey for a child, but that's about it. Charles paid all the bills for both of his sons for a long time. And then when Meghan's ridiculous bills for clothing kept coming, Charles told Harry that he needed to cut back. But of course, that didn't work. Harry doesn't understand anything about money. He doesn't know how to manage it. He doesn't know how to make a budget. And Meghan just takes advantage of his ignorance. She insists that they have to fly private jets, that she needs all these designer clothes and other ridiculous expenses. And I'm afraid that it's going to be too late when Harry realizes that he doesn't have any money left. Meghan's going to get the house and goodness knows what else in the divorce settlement. Harry is going to be such a mess, he's going to need some real medical attention. He's going to have been broken by this entire catastrophe, and it is sad. Now, they do have a budget they get every single year. I'm not sure if Meghan told Harry, oh, once we leave the royal family, we'll get everything for free because we're going to be these big celebs. I wouldn't be surprised if she told him some nonsense like that. Now, I've been personally pretty surprised by this Gloria Steinem stuff, but other people are saying that we shouldn't be surprised at all. People are saying that we actually gave her way too much credit in the past, and that part of what she was preaching really destroyed families. Well, I can see that point of view. There is some value in what she was preaching, but I do agree that sometimes she was a bit too extreme. To be honest, Meghan and Harry had so much promise if only Meghan could have been less full of herself. The minute Meghan came out in that white dress getting ready for the wedding reception, I knew that she was going to be trouble. I remember seeing the photos of Meghan getting in the car, and you could tell that she was so pleased with herself. She thought that she was the one in control. If Meghan had just been more down to earth, more humble, she could have been like an adopted daughter and sister. And if she had not been such a nasty demon, she could have helped the monarchy. But now she cannot be trusted again no matter what. I don't know if Meghan even realizes it, but she has officially lost this war that she started with the royal family. Maybe eventually she's going to find happiness in her choice. I'm not her, but I am so sick and tired of her trying to distract all of us from the actual important royals. I mean, she's just trying to do that because she thinks we're going to lose the ability to focus on what's coming. Well, Megan, the public really is not as stupid as you think we are.